A&M has teamed up with an artificial intelligence company and the Air Force to create a new screening tool for coronavirus, a breathalyzer. Let's connect the dots. The device looks like a kiosk. You use a disposable straw to blow in a copper tube, and then the results are sent to your phone in less than a minute. It uses artificial intelligence to examine the breath for compounds produced by the body when it is fighting coronavirus. Between tests, the copper tube is superheated, so the next person's results are not contaminated. 5 kiosks are being installed on the Texas A&M campus, where they can be used by students and faculty. The breathalyzer tests will be compared to the results of PCR tests, the most accurate coronavirus testing we have right now. That will help determine the accuracy and fine-tuning the test. It's also being used at some Air Force bases. The idea behind the device, called World's Protect Kiosk, is it can be thrown into the back of an SUV and set up outside any setting being used for a large group. Think concerts, sporting events, and churches. The Food and Drug Administration is still evaluating the breathalyzer for widespread public use. But if approved, it could be a welcome change to those intrusive nasal swabs. Connecting the dots, I'm Cheryl Mercedes for H-Town Rush.
Yeah, anything's better than those nasal swabs. Thank you, Cheryl. The company working with A&M on this is already trying to get emergency approval from the FDA, and researchers say the product is in high demand. All right, time now, 6:09.